Howdy, hey, welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. The next movie we will be talking about is Oliver and Company that came out in 1988. So let's get down to knowing the cast of this movie. Joey Lawrence was the voice of Oliver. Billy Joel was Dodger. Cheech Marin was Tito. Richard Mulligan was Einstein. Roscoe Lee Brown was Francis. Shirley Ralph was Rita, the talking voice, but her singing voice was provided by Ruth Pointer. Dom DeLuise was Fagin. Taurine Black was Roscoe. Carl Weintraub was DeSoto. Robert Loggia was Bill Sykes. Natalie Gregory was Jenny Foxworth, her talking voice, but her singing voice was provided by Min-La Tran. William Glover was Winston. Bette Midler was Georgette, and Frank Welker was Old Louie. Now we get down to the facts all about this amazing canine feline movie. Number 1, the production. Oliver and Company is based on Oliver Twist, the musical, or the story, or both, I don't know. This idea was suggested by story artist Pete Young. The original movie was going to be darker and gritter, with the movie opening with Sykes' 2 Dobermans killing Oliver's parents, setting the story to focus on Oliver getting revenge, as detailed in a draft dated on March 30th, 1987. Number 2, changes. George Scribner, that was the director, he had a new version that Oliver should be a naive kitten. Dodger and the gang are dogs, and Fagin is a human. This encouraged the movie to be more street smart. Roy E. Disney came up with an idea that Fagin would attempt to steal a rare panda from the city zoo, but that idea was scrapped because the animators had a problem with that idea. And Scribner suggested to have Fagin hold Oliver ransom because he was valuable. Number 3, the animation. 11 minutes of the movie used computer-assisted imagery such as the skyscrapers, the taxicabs, the trains, Fagin's scooter cart, and the subway chase scene. During 2.5 years of production, 6 supervising animators and a team of over 300 artists and technicians worked on this movie. Number 4, the release. Oliver and Company premiered in theaters in North America on November 18th, 1988, the same day Disney celebrated the 60th anniversary of Steamboat Willie. This movie was also the first to be released as part of a brand new schedule, which called for a new animated Disney movie to be released every single year, similar to what Walt Disney's intentions for his animated features during the 1940s. We all know what happened there, don't we? You said you weren't going to bring up the 1940s anymore in regards to Disney. Anyways, number 5, the box office. Oliver and Company opened on the same weekend as The Land Before Time, the first one, in the United States and Canada. But Oliver and Company made more money than Land Before Time, with a total in the United States and Canada of $53 million. This was the first animated movie to gross $100 million worldwide in its initial release. Oliver and Company was re-released on March 29th, 1996 with competition with All Dogs Go to Heaven Part 2. That is a good movie as a side note. But Oliver and Company made more money, making $4.5 million in its opening weekend. This movie earned $21 million in total, taking its lifetime domestic gross to $74 million and its worldwide total of over $121 million. Number 6, awards and nominations. We'll start off at the Golden Globes. Oliver and Company was nominated for Best Original Song, but it lost to Two Hearts from Bluster. Next up, the Young Artist Award. This movie was nominated for Best Family Feature Film for Animation, but it lost to Beetlejuice. Now that is a good movie. Side note. Lastly, the Golden Reel Awards. It won a Golden Reel Award for Best Sound Editing. Number 7, bonus facts. This movie was released on the same day Mickey Mouse's 60th birthday. So as I mentioned, Steamboat Willie is the first time we saw Mickey Mouse in a cartoon. So that was the 60th anniversary. The working title of this movie during production was Oliver and the Dodger. Oliver and Company was the first musical movie since The Jungle Book and The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This was the first animated Disney movie to be dubbed in Canadian French for its release in Quebec theaters. This was the last Disney movie soundtrack to be released on vinyl until Frozen came out in 2013. This was the first Disney animated movie to feature a modern handgun. The gang was going to include a golden retriever called Sally, who would stereotype their nature as agile family pets, but she was pulled because it felt there would be too many dogs. This was the first animated Disney movie to include real-world advertised products. We had McDonald's, Kodak, Yamaha, Tab, Dr. Scholl's, Coca-Cola, USA Today, Sony, and Ryder Truck Rental. Fagin wears several watches. One is a Mickey Mouse watch. During the Why Should I Worry scene, best song ever, you could see Peg, Jacques, and Trusty from Lady and the Tramp, and you can also see Pongo from 101 Dalmatians on the streets. Professor Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective can be seen in Georgette's photo collection. You can also see Scooby-Doo among that collection as well, even though he is not Disney. The movie Francis is watching during the Oliver and Company scene, when you see all the dogs in the lair for the first time, he uses lines from the Shakespeare's play Macbeth. The movie was popular in France when it was released in 1989. To promote the movie's French release, French singer Anne Misson made a song called Oliver, which became a hit in France. The song is dedicated to Oliver and his adventures. Oliver, Dodger, Tito, and Francis were also featured in a series of music videos starring Anne Misson that was released between 1989 and 1990. During the inaugural year of Disneyland Paris, Euro Disney it was called at the time, Anne performed the song at the park alongside Oliver and Dodger. And this is the final Disney featurette film to completely use hand-painted cel animation, since The Little Mermaid would be one of the first movies to use Pixar's CAPS system. And there you have it, all the facts about Oliver and Company. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to comment and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.